Hello once again, viewers of TK Solutions TV. My name is TK. I'm the host of Off the Pitch with TK. I'm back in studio. As we always say, whoever comes here, you become a friend of the show. You'll make your way here. If you were here once, you'll come back. I don't know if this I must say is part 2 or part 3, but hey, Lomjita man, he gave me a call. I attended to the slang in the studio. Angazi for real, but I'm sure you know zongjela guti. Kwenzakalani. Mjoman.
TK.
Kunjani uThem?
All of it.
Hey man, umuntu wabantu wena ngiyakwazi.
Yeah, well, mawusho kanjalo.
Ukahle.
Strong.
Engidoda ngibizile wathi asihlangana istudio mfethu. Na ama camera mina ayazi mangibiza ngiyasabela. Basho kanjalo labasazi kahle isiZulu kudlula mina.
Yeah, no. Ngiyabonga ukuthi usabele and you've proven time and time again ukuthi unesikhathi samajita, unesikhathi sethu, unesikhathi salintwana ezidlalayo manje. Obviously zona unesikhathi sazo by making sure uyasiletha la ukuthi sikhulume. Hopefully they listen and they don't find themselves in this position on circumstances thina sizithole la ngazo because they were unceremonious. But yes, of course, maybe one of the reasons I called you was for those reasons.
Yeah.
When I came here, the interview didn't start with a smile like it is now.
Yeah.
A lot has changed. I see the setting has also changed here. Akunama champagne manje. Sekune problem angazi ori ibudget ikhathiwe or sponsor sambile or awusafuna utshwala entweni zebhola.
Yeah.
But whatever the case is, I'm really glad to be back here.
Yeah. No, Jomo, thanks, Autaka. I'm grateful. Also, it's encouraging when there's a story about you. Ufona uti, guys, I want to come back. I just want to come and see you. What has changed since you've been here, out?
Yo, a lot has changed. My confidence has changed. Trust me, my bank balance hasn't changed much. But it just shows you ukuthi maybe inyuku akusiyo yonke into esiyidingayo ukuthi sijabule or sibe fulfilled a living, because one of the things that I regained besides my confidence is obviously my weight. Because if you take the episode which was flighted on the 11th of April that changed my life, and now it's day and night, you know. Ngisounda ngathi ngingamla manje, but angisingamla.
Yeah.
And angithweni no ukuthi sengisespacini whereby mele ngibonge kakhulu before ngibonga wena. The 23,000 subscribers are off the pitch. Yeah. The love has been amazing. It didn't stop on the show. They followed on my private space, social media, especially on TikTok, where I obviously became a huge hit because of a clip that was taken from the episode that I did with you. And that alone gave hope not only to me, but to a lot of youngsters. I bump into kids, especially in my shopping mall. And now, abantu bakho akusase I'm a subscriber, say we family manje, because I meet some of them. The first 2 minutes of the conversation, I want to listen. Ukuthi, okay, where have we met before out here? With that look, because I don't understand ukuthi kuhambani.
Yeah.
And then he starts rolling. He goes on, and then it clicks in my head with, oh, TK.
Yeah.
And then I have to relax and give him the time that he needs, the time that you have for us and many other soccer players. We cannot have time for abafethu nabo sisters. But you know, sikubonile ku TK, and we were really inspired by what you were saying. You know, the truth. It was raw, it was uncensored, but most importantly, you told a story that we never knew about you as an individual. You know, that we never knew about you as a footballer. You know, and we were really grateful, and we appreciate if you know. It could have been avoided, yes, now I agree.
Yeah.
But I couldn't have known better at the age I was deeply involved in the mess that I was involved in.
Yeah.
And that is why I decided to take time out and say, I need to come out and give extreme gratitude to fans, friends of TK. Because if we follow us, subscribers, it sounds wrong, because they've given me so much, you know, so much love that I've never received in my 40 years of existence, and I'm really grateful.
Yeah. And when Jomo, what you are saying is very key, because one of the key things when we started this show was let's bring players back. And I think before you came to this show, not a lot of people knew where you were. Where was Jomo?
Sure,
Until you
abanye
came.
bebangikhafulela ngamathi badlula ngamateksi
Yeah.
bangaboni ukuthi yimi.
Yeah.
Babona nje umuntu walking the streets of Shawela.
Yeah.
Bathe inaba laba abafuna ukucela ama-5 rand bacabanga ukuthi Penny Guy Fox.
Yeah.
Kanti no yimi umuntu avela vula iwindow akhafula amathi kanti uyangikhafulela.
Yeah.
But it was not intended. It was the situation, the way besingakhona at the time, and there was nothing I could have done. If I needed to walk, I walked. Ngisashatlila nge-public cab namanje. Not because angikho positioning yokuthi ngingabhayi golf 1.
Yeah.
But because I've learned to appreciate the small things, you know, ukuphila nabantu, you know, ukungazithatheli phezulu ngathi mangaba nekari edima ama-window nge-special.
Yeah.
I don't think I really want to go back to that space that I came to the show and complained about. It was created, it was false, and it's not right. You know, manje, you need to understand, you need to listen to people ukuthi mabakhuluma nawe bafuna ukuthini. If you can help, try. If you can't, unfortunately.
Yeah. No, that's key. Because before, I think you had that 3 hours conversation with us. People knew Jomo Modabi, the footballer, Jomo Modabi,
The naughty
drunkard,
footballer. Yes, yes.
the drunkard. They didn't know behind Jomo there is a certain personality of somebody who's articulate when they talk. You can listen to them. They
keep
can
saying,
align things.
You keep saying.
Yeah.
But it's not rehearsed. It's not planned. Ngilo muntu enguwe, you know.
Yeah.
Nyaringa, like uncomfortable if ngiringa nabantu uncomfortable ngabo. Like right now, I can tell you, when I have to do an interview, it has to be run past the club. But I decided to not this one.
Yeah.
You know, not this one. This one gave me life. This one gave me hope. You didn't call me and say to me, look, if you come to my show, your situation might change. You didn't know my situation. You wanted to find out ukuthi khamba nami. Only to find ukuthi mangizwakala, like the rest of the players that come to the show, izinto bezingavibrant. You know, and you've proven ukuthi mhlambe uyinyanga ebusuku masilele TK thina sibona ama-studio nama-lights sithi mamelani u-TK unzima ngecamera kanti TK uyaspala ebusuku. But if that's what you're doing, keep going, because
Yeah.
we're back here now and we're feeling confident and we're giving thanks, and Christmas, what a time to come back and say thank you. You know,
Yeah.
it's been maybe 6 months since I was last year, and I'm really glad to be back here. I'm caught up with emotion, thinking when I came here, I was just doing it, hoping for an extra $200, yokubuy isinkwa. Manje ngibuya completely in a different level where I'm saying it's possible. It really is possible.
You mentioned Uguti, if you do interviews, you must go through a club. Is there a club you are attached to at the moment now that you are working with?
Yes, I'm the under-19 Orlando Pirates coach.
That's beautiful.
I've been at the club for a month,
Yeah.
and it's been heartwarming. You know, I've seen a lot of things written about my return to the club. I try and not read as many as possible because some can be really brutal, and I don't think I want to be in that space, you know, because sometimes as people, we feel Uguti, certain things belong to us when they could be destined for other people, and those are politics. So I try and avoid those things and focus on the small ones. As it is, we are happy for you. TK made a difference off the pitch, gave you an opportunity. Sitting with Stan, it really it doesn't matter. What matters for me is the thanks that I'm giving here in Oguti. What do I do with the opportunities that have been presented to me now? Do I take the opportunity and make change like you took time and gave us opportunities? You know, you've said to me off air, Oguti, you actually lose a lot than you gain by running this show.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but you still do this with the very same passion day in, day out.
Yeah.
Our Katali, and we are blessed to have you. I'm speaking on behalf of Amanya Machita. If they don't have the guts to say it to your face, I'll say it now.
No, that's great. And also, Jomo, it gives us confidence. Uguti, the aim was there might be 1,000 players who will come here. If one of them get an opportunity somewhere, that's enough for us. That's fine. It gives hope. What is important is hope. And the fact that a guy like you that we had to look for you for days, not knowing which phone you are using until we drove to where you were staying, asking, where's Jomo, where's Jomo? We brought you here. And then from there, people start seeing the other side of you that they never knew. And that side of you, who knows where it might take you next. And I'm so happy for you, and I wish you all of the best, Autiaka. I'm very happy.
Yeah, I'm sure the drivers that came to pick me up were not very, very happy. But I'm glad ukuthi bangithole ekhaya.
Yeah.
Abangitholanga etavern or
Yeah.
kwabuzwa abantu basendlini esitri ukuthi andikangamboni.
Yeah.
Ufake isport esi-black. No bangithole endlini.
Yeah.
Ngihleli and I was clean, whether bengigcobisa fish oil or Vaseline, no, bengisplashile. Yeah, manje ngibuye gymming, casual.
Yeah.
It shows the amount of confidence you've brought back to my life. Yes, you've brought back to my life. Ukuthi I didn't need to put an extra effort into coming and saying thank you, even if I had long hair or benga. So I still would have came because it was important for me to come here and say Nyabonga. So with that said, it also means ukuthi it doesn't stop here. You know, it doesn't end here. I still want and hope ukuthi your friends can continue giving the very same love or the amount of love given to me to other footballers. You know, whether they arrogant or they rude, please be patient with them. You know, some of us, I'm a situation where to our funny. Yes, I'm not saying it's special. We need to be treated with kid gloves, but it's sad. We are groomed to believe a certain type of life in a public that we have to go back to when all is said and done. So ayikho into amajita angayenza. So abafethu emphakathini bangakwatela ama-chance, bangawapheleli inhliziyo. They need to keep believing ukuthi as long as ungakabhodi, i-hope isasekhona. Ask me, I know.
Yeah. No, that's great, Jomo. I'm happy ukuthi finally that specialist free kick is being transferred on a daily basis to somebody young.
Definitely.
I'll see abo smallanyana Jomo Modabi playing better than you.
Yeah.
And behaving better than you at their age.
Because luckily you'll find that the kids that I coach will come and say, Coach, we saw your video on TikTok, and it's snippets of the interview that were cut, you know, that we didn't even know, me and you, Guti, people might find hope in pieces of a 3-hour-long interview. Going through the comments, I think I did it, I spoke to you about 6 weeks ago. It was 3 a.m., believe it or not. And I've never cried so hard in my life because you ignore things like this. But it's impossible to ignore 66 people, all of them saying the very same thing about you. I know there's one that off-ramped. Abanye bayimitrend what decided ukuyeshawela.
But the
It
majority,
happens.
yes.
And naye une-right yokufila the way afila ngakhona. Yabona ukuthi no, udla imali yakhe ayi-1 thina besingekho. It's all right. Angikaze ngayiphika leyo. But to the ones that are saying kudos, ngithi kudos to them for believing, because I came back and proved them right. Ukuthi the sorry, the banga excusile, but okay, we'll pardon him and see if he gets another shot. Ukuthi kuzoyenzakalani. So I've got the biggest pressure empilweni yokuthi I need to keep it clean. That's good pressure at the same time. You know, ukuthi at 40 ngikhathele TK, ngikhathele ispeaker, ngikhathele isigubhu. The only sound I want to hear manje ibhola elikhahlelwa umntwana ejimini.
Mabal pass.
Mamela TK, bashaye 70-meter pass, bashaye free kick.
Yeah.
That's the sound I want to hear. Not the piano.
Yeah, umnandi.
I'm grand. Ngizwile. Ngizwile ngelezile. I still have an odd beer. Here and there, coach, but it's not less into.
You now know when and where.
Yes, I'm keep his keeper managing and the really spectacular. Keep a makino pong boy.
Sure.
I keep it neat, Puzelle 1, 2, mang Puzega cool, I'm a PI3.
Yeah.
Because into an Pile manje. The dynamics have changed of the game. They see through you. They say a lot of things. You don't want these kids starting to scrutinize your life outside of how they know you as a football coach. You know, it's good that bars which I'm drinking because I'm a coach. That's also to say, if I meet one of your fans that have become family to me at a restaurant and I'm having a beer, they must know what it means. I'm at a restaurant. I'm not supposed to be at training, and I'm allowed to have one beer sometimes. You know, and I'm not justifying or condoning alcoholism or the culture of pussy alcohol. It's different phases, zempilo manje. And what I'm trying to say is continued thanks. Yoguti, they took it in, they understood, they had to spend their data at time to watch a 3-hour long. That was long, by the way. That was long. I had to watch it kancane nginyonyobela. Obviously, mina, because I'm emotional, bengisaba the emotion part of it, where I had to revisit my own ghosts, muezwa, coming directly from me. So I read the comments. I'm grateful, and who knows? Maybe one day I might come back here and say, TK yazwenzakalani, from where I was to where I'm at, manje. Whether the episode that has nothing to do with me or with somebody else, she 2000 for the best message from the subscribing team, as a way of saying thank you. So I'm not going to select who, but it is a commitment that I'm personally making to myself, not to you. When I do make it to you, it means I'd be ready to say, TK Mamel, sengithola something encane, ngicela ungibongele kubafethu nako okuncane, mnandi abacontinue basupport amanye ama-chance.
No, thanks a lot, Jomo. And there's nothing as big as saying somebody utigwe ngiyabonga in his own language. Ati thank you, ngiyaleboga, kibuto. And for you, Jomo, to take time out of your busy schedule and say, TK, let's meet at studio. I've got something to tell you, and only to realize that you were coming to say thank you to me, thank you to my team, thank you to the fans and family of the pitch with TK. Believe me, this is gonna give us more hope. It gives us more hope that we need to continue. As long as we help one person, even if it's one person after 12 months, it's okay. We keep going. We don't lose hope. We don't lose hope. If we were people of losing hope, we wouldn't be here today.
No, definitely. I was walking the streets for 7 years.
Yeah.
Like a madman, literally. And to a point where sometimes I felt it. You know, I'd get home, sit. I didn't want anything that has to do with a mirror, because I didn't think I want to see the picture that was in the mirror at the time. And having to wake up in the morning, go grind for bread, literally, because you are hungry and you don't know where your next meal is going to come from. And you do that extensively for a period of 5-6 years. You try this, doesn't work. You try that, it doesn't work. And then you come for an interview that was meant to find out what you are doing with your life. And this is where we are now. Things have taken a flip turn, and I'm in a position to say, yes, I can have a proper meal. Yes, I can angsa gcobisa i-roll on ye-mask le mangikhavara isala kuwe for 4 days. Ismell sakhona. Sengibuyele ku-Nivea manje.
Umnandi.
Yeah, so i-Nivea nayo sure if bayangizwa hayi. TK uyakhala madoda. Ugcobisa i-fish oil zwakalana.
No, thanks, Jomo. I'm happy. I'm happy for you, Autiaga. You know, we talk. I'll make time. Ngizokubona udla ama-session boy. Transfer the skill. Ngifuna ukusibona with my naked eyes. Ngizibona ku TV. No, ngishaya round ngibone. And I'm happy for you. And keep it up, Autiaga. Hold on. You never know what tomorrow holds for you. And to other soccer players, former soccer players in this case, that we invite you to the show. It's not for us fans. It's people who supported you. It's people who loved you when you were playing. They inbox us to say, invite players Bani, invite Bani. We'll do that. We'll invite you. If you've got time, come. If you don't have time, it's okay. The day you have time, let us know. But we'll never get tired of asking you to come and so on. This is not for us. When we started this show, we are not changing tune now. From day one, we said, this is for you guys to say, come out, let people know where you are, what are you doing, because they loved you when you were playing, and they still love you, but they don't know where are you, what are you doing. You never know who's listening, who might help you. Same as with Off the Pitch. We're looking for a sponsor, but we keep going. The right person will hear the message, and they'll reach out to us, so long we keep going. we don't lose hope. Njoman, asivale njaya.
Ngiyabonga Sikhokho.
Yeah, uzoshaya iround angithi futhi.
No, nakanjani.
Yeah.
Mara ngishilo ama-champagne awasekho mara ayikurayt namanzi.
Mhlawumbe mawusubuya sizobe sivukile.
Okay, namanzi ngizwa ncane.
Azo yeah, shaya amanzi.
For no plus
ubuya session.
Yeah, no. Ngizwa ncane. Ngiyabonga.
From me, TK, that was me with Jomo. He just came to say thank you. Nothing much, nothing less. And let's all be happy for him with the opportunity he got after coming here. We know what he's been through after he's been here. He met, sometimes this show exposes you to the right people. They speak to you. There are people with more power who can make things happen. The same way we are saying, those who have powers to help us with a sponsor, speak to those people who've got power. But that does not mean we'll stop producing. With sponsor or without a sponsor, this show will go on. That's me, TK, closing this one. Thank you. Bye.